guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with a review of the China Glaze 12-piece Glam Finale holiday collection for 2017-18. I did haul this very recently and I asked if you guys wanted it. A few people said yes, and because I have the whole collection I thought I would just wear it and we would just talk about it. So I'm sorry this is a little bit late, but as I said with the 901, you don't necessarily have to wear these at Christmas just because their names are kind of Christmassy. Doesn't mean that you should just wear these at Christmas. I'm not a seasonal nail polish wearer at all, but let's get started. I kind of divided them into like little mini sections within the 12 pieces, so let's just grab some and get going. The first two are ones that dry matte. Now it was not last year, 2016 autumn collection that they came out with Combat Blutes, which was a blue matte finished polish, and everybody went absolutely crazy for it. And they have redone that same formula but with two new colours in this range, and they are the kind of equivalents to Posh and Verushka by Zoya, and they're the same colours, which I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird that the next two colours they do were a green and a red. But the red one here is called Santa's Side Chick, and I actually really do not like most of the China Glaze names in this collection. I find them just too punny for me, but there you go, that doesn't matter. So this one was Santa's Side Chick, and this is a really nice mid-toned red with a beautiful matte finish formula. Both of these are super opaque, where I think if you get your application dead on, you can get these opaque in one. If you do like a messy application, you might need to go back because they do dry a tiny streaky, so make sure you get nice, smooth, straight lined application. But the payoff is really nice, it looks really great, and it just looks like Zoya's Posh. So this one is Santa's Side Chick, opaque in 1 or 2, and you're seeing it without top coat. The Perfect Holiday is the green equivalent, and this might be my favourite out of the two. I just think that this maybe got a little bit more like depth and just something about it that I just enjoyed. It's kind of got a bit of a multi-tone to the green. More of the red is maybe a little bit more of a flatter colour. Again, very similar formula, 1 or 2 depending on your application. This one, yeah, out of the two I would say that the green one is my favourite. So 1 or 2 coats of the Perfect Holiday. Then we move on to glitters, and these are the glitters in clear bases. The first one I've shown in a Manny and Lola box already, so this was a double, and I will be giving the double away on Instagram if I haven't already. And this is Big Hair and Bubbly, and this out of the 3 is the one that I think is the best to wear by itself because it is pretty good and opaque in 3. You could maybe see a little bit of nail line, but I would say confidently this is a nice like dense glitter, and it is mainly in a rose goldy gold, right on the border of rose gold and gold. So this one is definitely a hit for me, and this one is Big Hair and Bubbly, opaque in 3. One that is definitely a glitter topper is called Disco Ball Drop, and this is a clear base with silver glitter, silver hollow glitter, and it's in a variety of sizes. I think there is 3 different sizes in here. So this is more of a chunky glitter topper that I do love, and I feel like people don't do chunky glitter toppers anymore when they so should. And this is definitely, like I say, something to put over the top of another polish. I wouldn't think you could get this opaque by itself. So this is just 1 coat to use as a topper of Disco Ball Drop. And the last one is called the Teal The Fever, and this was possibly one of my least favourite in the collection. I have this exact colour from China Glaze from maybe 3 Christmas collections ago. I think it's called Pining for Glitter, and I want to say that it's like dead on, exactly the same. It's not quite there to be a topper, it's not quite there to be opaque by itself. It's like right in that awkward phase of glitters. I like one or the other, a topper or opaque by itself. The ones that are just in the middle, I don't know what to do with you. So you're going to see 3 coats of this, and that one was Teal The Fever. We have 3 metallics in this collection. Although these metallics, I'll premise them now, are all very nice formulas. They're not very streaky at all, and normally when you get metallics they do tend to be more streaky. I love the formula of them. I just think these are very generic colours, and if you possibly have these from China Glaze already, so if you don't have anything, grab them, but if you do, there's nothing spectacularly different about these. This one is Toast It Up, and this is the gold, but it is a very yellow gold, and there's also kind of like a bit of a wave of silver through there, so it is a more unique. Out of the 3 colours, I would say this is the most different because it's not antique gold, it's not like yellow gold, it's something different. And this did get opaque in 2, and as I said, no streaks, no problems applying, so all around good formula. So that was Toast It Up, opaque in 2. As Good As It Glitz is this like rose gold colour that has become very trendy, very fashionable these days. There's definitely other colours out there that are similar to this, and this again is kind of similar to the other one where it does kind of have almost a silver cast to it. So they're like very silver leaning metallics, all three of these. Another one, exactly the same formula, nice and easy to apply. 3 coats of As Good As It Glitz. And the last one is called Sleigh Bells Ring, and this is more of a gunmetal. This is similar to, oh my goodness, what's it called? They have one before that's, oh my goodness, why can I not think? The one that I'm thinking of came out in an autumn collection, and it's maybe a shade or two darker than this, and it is one of my favourite, oh, Kiss My Glass, that's it. So it is one of my favourite China Glaze, so I do love that, and I think that they're very similar, so similar enough that you possibly don't need both of them. So yeah, that one, another one, exactly the same as what I've said, and that one was Sleigh Bells Ring, opaque in 2. 2 that don't really fall into any colour categories are New Year, New Boo, which is one that I've previously spoken about because I also got it in a Manny and Lola box, and I love this. No surprise, it's a blue, but it is a very dark, deep night sky blue, maybe like one dash of purple in there, a slightly lighter blue flash to it. I overall really loved it. It had a great formula, although I would suspect that this is what combat blues would look like with a top coat, so you might want to see if there's any comparisons out there for you. I do have combat blues, but I've never worn it, but I think that's kind of what I'm feeling it would look like. So 2 very easy coats, possibly one of New Year, New Boo. A strange one in the collection that I couldn't really work out was called Queen of Sequins, and this is kind of like a browny purple base with a ton of gold shimmers in here. They're not exactly glitters, but it just falls super flat on your nails. Seeing as it's called Queen of Sequins, you just can't see much glitter. There's definitely, or shimmer, there's not a strong shimmer, there's not a strong glitter. I don't understand. It's like they only put like half of the amount of glitter or shimmer into this than what they wanted to, because it's just like, wah. That's how I feel about it. So this is opaque in 2, and this is called Queen of Sequins. The last 2, I've kind of saved the best ones for last, and these are some Crelly mixes. Now, would you believe, like, China Glaze have actually done, I will give them props, I'm a little bit hard on them in this video, but last year they did some hollows, they did some Crelly mixes, so they definitely have done some different things recently, which I do appreciate. This first one is called Don't Be a Snowflake, and a lot of people really enjoyed this one, and I am included in that. So this is a very like milky grey base with a ton of glitters in here. There is a range of middle, small, and then micro glitters in here. This is almost opaque in 3, like so close. This needs like one more drop of a cream like white base in here to make it perfection, because I was so close. It was so close to being like exactly how I wanted it, so I liked it. I think very easily I could have loved it, and maybe wearing this over a white base would have like taken it up to the level of what I wanted. So 3 coats of Don't Be a Snowflake. And the last one is called Sparkle On, and this is amazing. This is a red jelly base with a ton of red glitters in here. It's kind of like Ruby Pumps, like amplified, where it has these lovely, the same sort of range, micro, small and medium glitters in here. It's got a great jelly base. It does build up to be completely opaque in 2 or 3. I could kind of see it going either way. I did wear 3. I think that just deepens up the Crelly base a little bit and makes it a little bit more sparkly, but definitely the perfect kind of Christmas red nail, just with a little something different with all that glitter in there. So really like this one. Sparkle On, opaque in 3. So my 3 favourites from the collection are going to be those 2 Crellys I mentioned last, so Sparkle On and Don't Be a Snowflake and New Year, New Boo. I did also really love the matte ones, but I just think they're too similar to Zoya's Posh and Verushka for me to recommend them as something like more unique in the collection. So those were my 3 favourites. So this collection is very readily still available. It's probably still out in Sally's. I don't think they've started to get the spring collections come through yet. I think that's probably going to happen in the next few weeks. So if you did want any of them, there is lots of places. I will link a few UK sellers down below for you that you can browse them on if you want to. Let me know what you thought of this collection. Did you like it? What were your favourites? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon.